Hello, Erica! We're sophomores! Yay! We did it! We passed 1 year of college. I'd say we deserve a high five for that. I loved your last video about what is art. I think art is not necessarily a dying thing in our culture, but I feel like currently sciences and maths are kind of being more looked at as, oh, this is the better profession, this is the better job. So I love how your last video was about what is art, because art should still be appreciated in our society. I feel like it's getting less and less appreciation. So I just really loved your last video and how it focused on that. Today I just came back from my service learning class, and in this service learning class we're required to do 30 hours of service work outside in the community. So I'm going to the Boys and Girls Club. I'm really excited. I'm going to get to play with little kids all day, and it's just a way of us sort of learning more about our community, because I know that when you're at college you are kind of in this one little space with like 5 buildings, and you don't really go outside, or when you do go outside it's simply to go to like Target or to go eat somewhere. You don't really go and be like, hey, let's go check out a school today. So I really like how we have to do this service learning requirement. It's definitely going to be kind of like an eye-opener, kind of like a, hey, this is what the community you live in is really about. And these are the children in that community. These are the people working for that community. And just getting to partner up with them and work with them is going to be really cool. Something else that we're doing in our service learning is learning about inequality and inequity in schools and in education. And it's definitely been challenging. In high school we were taught you must take AP classes, you must strive for this higher level, because if you do that then you'll get a college credit, and then you won't have to pay as much money, or you'll get to learn at a higher level than the normal English kids do. You'll get to learn more advanced skills than the normal English kids do, which kind of made it look like the normal English kids were less than you are. It kind of put you at a higher standard or a higher level, and it sort of made the lower level, say intermediate English or and above, but not as high as AP English, so that weird middle area, it made them look like they were less than us and that they didn't deserve as good of an education as we did because we were able to achieve that AP level. And I mean, really, what is AP level? Luckily for us, at least what I interpreted from it, it was learning how to write your essays better and learning how to analyze a little bit better and learning more about language and literature. Whereas I know in other schools, all it is about is the AP test. That's it. Just passing this AP test, learning this curriculum, but not really learning it because it's more just memorizing a curriculum rather than actually learning new skills. It's more just learning how to take a test. And is that what school is nowadays? Is school learning how to take all these tests? Is school really like, here, you have to be in this classroom so that way you can pass standardized testing, so that way you can move on to the next level. Because if you don't pass this test, you can't move on to the next level. I mean, how is that remotely fair? I'm an awful test taker. I'm surprised I even got to this level where I'm standing right now with all the tests that we have. And I think the reason that is because of essays. I excel in essays. Essays are the best. But hand me a test, I may get a B, hopefully, maybe an A, if I'm lucky that day. That rhymed. Sorry. But I am starting to open my eyes to this new level of education that we have in at least California. I don't know about Oklahoma or any other states, but currently we're learning about the curriculum in California, and currently we're sort of learning that there's a huge difference from going to school in a county like Orinda, which is rich and has the parents make $100,000 a year, versus going to a school in LA County where the parent maybe makes minimum wage. How is it that an Orinda school can keep their arts program because they have parents that are willing to donate thousands of dollars each year to keep that program, but an LA County school has no chance at getting that same program, say an arts program or a music program, because their parents aren't willing to pay the $1,000 a year that is needed, because those parents can barely afford to put a meal on their kids' table. How is that a just system? How is it just that these kids get benefits because they're rich and these kids get almost sort of punishment because they're not rich? I don't see how that's a just system. But it's unfortunately something that has become more and more popularized in California. There's more private schools. To a woman in a city very close to the college town that I live in, and she said that her grandson was in a private school, and he was going to get a much better education than her kids did in public school. How is that fair? How is that fair that I have to pay to send my kid to a private school because they'll get a much better education? Why can't they get a better education in public school? Why can't they get a great and amazing education in free schooling? So to wrap this all up, in the service learning class, we will get those answers we will get and be able to develop answers as to how to fix these problems, how to move into a future where free education is the best education possible. Because right now, we're just set up to take all of these tests. All we've been doing all of our lives is test. Well, what are we really learning? Are we really learning the curriculum, or are we just learning how to memorize things for a short period of time and then forget them 20 years down the road? I'm hoping by the end of this semester I'll be able to make another video saying my ideas for how to change the system. But for right now, I challenge you to look at your schooling, to look at your education. I challenge anyone who actually views these videos to look at their schooling. Look at how you were taught throughout the years, because it's definitely an eye-opener to me, and I definitely want to see a change. I definitely want to see a reform. I definitely want to be able to, in 10 years, send my child to a public school and have them get an amazing education. Maybe not have to take AP classes to get that education, not have to participate in standardized testing to receive a good education. So, yeah, it's my challenge. Look back at your schooling, decide if it was just in your opinion, because it might be. It might be just in your opinion. This is just my opinion, saying that it wasn't just. So, yeah. I hope you have a great day. Can't wait to see you on Wednesday. Bye. Sorry, a little heated up about this.